Content over 70 radiating happiness isn't just luck, it's the result of specific daily habits that bring energy, purpose, and joy into life. In this video, we dive into 6 daily habits that happy people over 70 swear by. These simple yet powerful practices can transform your mindset, relationships, and overall well-being. If you're feeling stuck in a routine or looking for ways to bring more joy into your days, stay with me until the end. You might just discover that happiness isn't something that happens to you, it's something you create, one habit at a time. If you're already practicing some of these habits, congratulations, you're on the right track. But there may be a few that surprise you. By the time you finish watching, you'll have a blueprint for a more fulfilling life. Number 1. They start the day with a purpose. Every morning brings a new beginning, a blank canvas waiting to be painted with your hopes, dreams, and intentions. For many of us, especially those who have experienced the richness of a long life, the quiet moments at dawn are an opportunity to reconnect with ourselves. Think about those days when you woke up early, perhaps with a gentle ray of sunlight streaming through the curtains, and you had a moment to set your intentions for the day. It might have been the smell of freshly brewed coffee, a short walk outside, or a moment of silent prayer. Take Frank, for example, a dear friend who is 74. Every morning, without fail, Frank sits by his window with his cup of coffee, opens a well-worn journal, and writes down what he is grateful for. He sets a small goal for the day and even jots down one new thing he learned the previous day. This simple act of reflection and purpose not only anchors his day but also gives him a sense of direction and excitement. Studies have shown that seniors who start their day with clear intentions tend to report lower stress levels and even show signs of sharper cognitive function. It turns out that having a reason to get out of bed, however small, creates a ripple effect of positivity throughout the day. In my own life, I have found that those early moments of quiet purpose are like the first brushstrokes on a painting, essential to the masterpiece that unfolds. And this isn't just an isolated idea, it's one of the many life lessons from the elderly that remind us how a little structure can lead to big rewards. What is one memory from your early mornings that fills you with a sense of purpose? Take a moment to recall a day when the morning light seemed to whisper a secret just for you. Number 2, they stay physically active every single day. There is an undeniable spark that comes with movement, a spark that ignites energy in our bodies and clarity in our minds. Physical activity, however gentle, can be the difference between feeling vibrant and feeling confined by our own bodies. It doesn't have to mean strenuous exercise. Sometimes, it's as simple as a leisurely walk or a light stretch. Barbara, at 78 years old, is a shining example of this truth. Rain or shine, she makes it a point to take a walk every morning with her neighbor. Her daily ritual isn't about chasing a perfect fitness routine. It's about embracing the fresh air, the gentle rhythm of her steps, and the joyful conversation that accompanies her walk. Research suggests that even moderate physical activity can help reduce joint stiffness, improve balance, and significantly lower the risk of falls, a critical factor for those of us who wish to remain independent and full of life. There is something magical about the way physical movement can awaken not just your body but your spirit. When we move, our brains release endorphins, those wonderful chemicals that make us feel happy and at ease. This is one of those moments where life lessons from the elderly ring true. It's not the intensity of the activity that matters, but the consistency and joy it brings into our day. If you're still here with me, type 2 in the comments to let me know you're finding this information helpful. Can you remember a time when a simple walk or gentle stretch made you feel rejuvenated? What did that moment feel like, and how did it influence your day? Number 3, they prioritize meaningful social connections. Our lives are woven together by the relationships we build over time, As we age, the value of these connections becomes ever more apparent. Meaningful interactions, heartfelt conversations, and shared laughter not only enrich our days, they sustain our souls. Loneliness is a heavy burden, but it can be lifted by the simple act of reaching out. Consider Richard, who at 82 faced the quiet emptiness that often follows the loss of a loved one. Instead of allowing loneliness to creep in, Richard chose to embrace the world around him. He joined a local chess club where he met a circle of friends who quickly became his new family. Through weekly games and shared stories, Richard found that his days were filled with warmth and a renewed sense of purpose. Scientific studies have shown that social engagement can reduce the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even depression. In essence, staying connected is not just a luxury, it's a vital ingredient for a healthy, joyful life. When I think about the wisdom of life lessons from the elderly, I remember that the richness of our experiences is magnified when we share them. The laughter of a friend, the comforting hug of a loved one, or a simple conversation over tea can brighten even the darkest of days. Reflect on a cherished moment, when a conversation or a shared laugh with a friend or family member made your day. How did that connection uplift you? Number 4, they keep their minds active every single day. Our minds are like gardens. They need regular tending, nurturing, and a little bit of challenge to flourish. Keeping our minds active is not about competing with the speed of youth. It's about embracing curiosity and welcoming new experiences with open arms. Learning and mental stimulation are timeless pursuits that enrich our lives regardless of our age. Helen, a 78-year-old retired school teacher, decided to take up painting after retirement. At first she was hesitant, feeling that the blank canvas might reveal her limitations. But with each stroke of the brush, Helen discovered a newfound joy and creative expression that filled her days with color and excitement. Over time, she not only honed her skills but also ignited a passion that inspired her to join a local art class and share her work with others. Research shows that engaging in mentally stimulating activities such as reading, puzzles, and learning new skills can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline and even dementia. These experiences remind me of the profound life lessons from the elderly that teach us it's never too late to discover new passions. Our minds, like our hearts, thrive when we allow them to explore, to question, and to dream. Even a simple act of learning something new, be it a language, a piece of history, or a creative hobby, can breathe fresh life into our daily routine. If you're still here with me, type 2 in the comments to let me know you're finding this information helpful. What is a new skill or hobby you've ever wanted to try, and can you recall a time when learning something new sparked a feeling of joy in you? Number 5, they stay socially connected and build meaningful relationships. The happiest seniors understand that isolation is one of the fastest ways to lose joy in life. As people age, it's easy to drift apart from friends, lose loved ones, or feel like the world is moving on without them. But instead of letting loneliness take over, they make a conscious effort to stay connected with the people who matter. They nurture friendships, spend time with family, and even make new friends well into their 70s and 80s. They know that deep, meaningful relationships are the key to lasting happiness. They don't just settle for small talk, they engage in heartfelt conversations, share laughter, and genuinely enjoy the company of others. Studies have repeatedly shown that seniors with strong social connections live longer, have lower rates of depression, and even maintain better cognitive function. Human connection is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. Take Frank, a 74-year-old widower. When his wife passed away, he felt completely alone. But instead of withdrawing, he made an effort to reconnect with old friends and even joined a local group for seniors who enjoy hiking. At first, he wasn't sure he would fit in, but soon he found a new group of friends who shared his love for the outdoors. Now, he has a strong support system that not only helps him stay active, but also fills his days with laughter and companionship. The happiest seniors don't wait for invitations, they take the initiative. Whether it's joining a community group, attending a church gathering, or simply picking up the phone to call a friend, they prioritize social connections every single day. They understand that true happiness comes from sharing life with others. Think about a time when a new friendship or reconnection with an old friend brought unexpected joy into your life. What did that relationship mean to you, and how did it shape your experiences? Number 6, they stay engaged in life and keep a sense of purpose. The happiest seniors understand that life doesn't stop at 70. They know that having a sense of purpose, something to look forward to each day, is what keeps them mentally sharp, emotionally fulfilled, and physically active. Instead of falling into the trap of thinking, "I'm too old for this," they wake up each morning with a reason to keep going. Whether it's a hobby, a volunteer position, or a personal project, they stay engaged with something that brings them joy and fulfillment. Many studies have found that seniors who have a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer and healthier lives. It's not just about keeping busy, it's about feeling needed, valuable, and excited about what's ahead. They might mentor younger generations, care for a pet, write a book, or even start a small business. The key is that they don't let retirement mean retreating from life. Instead, they use their years of wisdom and experience to make a meaningful impact on the world around them. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. If you're still here with me, type 2 in the comments to let me know you're finding this information helpful. Recall a moment when you felt truly engaged in an activity that made you feel alive and purposeful. What was it that made that experience so meaningful for you? Final thoughts. Let's take a quiet moment together to reflect on all we've shared today. If you're over 70 and wish to nurture happiness, energy, and fulfillment, remember that these 6 daily habits form a solid foundation for a joyful life. By prioritizing gentle movement, nurturing relationships, maintaining a positive mindset, laughing often, embracing curiosity, and staying engaged with a purpose, you can create a life filled with joy each day. Aging is not about slowing down. It's about discovering fresh ways to grow, connect, and enjoy every moment. The happiest among us see each morning as a new chance to celebrate the beauty of life. They don't let the number of their years define them. Instead, they focus on what they can do, what they can learn, and how they can share the treasures of their wisdom with others. What resonated with you the most? Which of these habits do you already cherish, and which ones would you like to invite into your life? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share a comment below about one insight you've taken from today and how you plan to use it in your own life. Your reflections and stories mean a great deal, and they inspire all of us to keep moving forward with hope and warmth. If you found this message comforting and useful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. Your support helps us continue to create heartfelt content that informs and inspires. As we part ways for now, I'd like to leave you with a timeless proverb. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. Thank you for watching, and may your days be filled with light, laughter, and love. I look forward to connecting with you again in our next video.